Hey everybody, Sam here. Welcome back to Green Acre Homestead. Today we're continuing working on our mobile home roof over project. That is where we are putting a new roof on our 1988 Palm Harbor single wide mobile home. One of the really old school ones, metal siding, metal roof, you know, tin can. We are adding overhangs, eaves, gutters, and all sorts of awesome sauce where we didn't have it before. In today's video, I dive down a rabbit hole. Is it a rabbit trail, rabbit hole? What is it?
Supposed to be a hole. Well, maybe it's a trail because they do trails too.
We're not really sure if it's a rabbit trail or a hole, so we're going to walk down the trail and dive into the hole. And that is finding out exactly what it is that makes up gutters from an old mobile home. I just put the ladder up against the house here. I'm going to climb up there and go ahead and start removing the original gutters off of the home. They obviously are not going to do anything now that they are underneath the overhang and up against the house. So I'm going to get them out of the way and prepare the surface of the house up there at the top where the plywood comes off and the house wall meets it to be the nice flat even area for me to attach the framed eaves or boxed eaves that I'm going to build up there and to the house. So I tried using my driver bit on my drill to take the screws out that were holding the gutter in place, but the hex heads are so rusted, round over, covered with junk that I just couldn't get a grip on any of them. So what I ended up doing then was taking some old metal snips that I have that are really not the right ones because they are straight cuts and I'm trying to fit them in a little nook and cranny. I tried to trim it off that way and that was doing okay, but it was going extremely slow. So, try number 3 is with my oscillating cutoff tool here. It's the same kind of multi-purpose cut tool we used a lot in our kitchen renovation. I have a metal blade on here and I'm going to see if this thing will cut through the gutter that way. It's going to be really loud, so I'm going to go get some earplugs too, which I forgot those, so trip number 2 to the workshop. But, get some earplugs, get up on the ladder, and this should do better. I hope so at least. Oh yeah, changed my hat too because it's hot and the sun's out and I don't get burnt, you know, hey. Hot metal! I'm going to use my 10 snips to cut relief cuts about every 6 to 8 inches and just chunk this out that way. That way it doesn't get so long that it becomes crazy to manage. Much easier. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. is starting to drizzle a little bit, and I was focused on my work and I didn't realize that we've got some rain clouds moving in, and the Jeep has not a lot, but 14 2x4s on top of the roof, and I do not want them to get wet. So let's change gears and put the Jeep in gear, bring it up here and unload the wood before it gets wet. I gave the roof some thought overnight, and I'm changing directions a little bit. I've decided that it's really going to be in my best interest to go ahead and take all of those hex head screws out. Since I can't get to them with my drill, I've got an angle grinder, and I want to grind and cut every single one of the heads off and get every bit of that old gutter and metal and stuff that's up there on the house completely out of the equation and out of our way. So, time to get back on that ladder, get down here, start at the end, and work my way to the back porch roof, which is where I left off, grinding off each individual head. Hopefully this goes pretty quickly, but you never know with this kind of stuff. Oh no! I cracked the glass on the GoPro, but thankfully that is the screen protector. Hopefully that's all, it just got cracked. Huh. Next time I won't put the GoPro in the tool bag. Oh well. Alright, so I have abandoned the side grinder technique. That was terrible. I was flirting with disaster, causing a house fire, or impaling myself with metal shards, and it really just wasn't working that good. So out of desperation, I decided, you know what, let's go caveman on it. Give me a hammer and a crowbar and let's see if I can just pry it off. And thankfully it works pretty good. So I can now undo the top button on this shirt since metal shavings aren't coming down there. I can breathe. Anyway, so what I'm doing now is hammer, crowbar, prying out each screw as we go. Thankfully the screws are only about maybe 1 inch, so not that bad. So just want to let you guys know, a change of methodology for something that works better, easier, and tool-wise, cheaper to buy. It's amazing, after 30 something years, this butyl tape is still sticky. That's pretty cool. Although now it's annoying because it's sticky. Every so often as I go along, I'm taking my metal snips and cutting this off just so it doesn't get too long and difficult and in my way. So crowbar and hammer was the way to go. It overall did okay, although that was a ton of hammering and prying and pulling, and it was difficult to see because these really awesome sweet overhangs that we wanted with our roof that we have on half of the house now were kind of in the way to be able to see what I was doing. Oh well, live and learn. It is very surprising to see that our original metal roof, the big sheet roll-on metal roof of this home, was only being held on by these 1-inch long gutter screws and a couple of staples here and there. That's it. If there are any other fasteners, they're not up in the area that I've touched on this house, and I won't say done half, but I've done a lot. So, wow. If you have a home like this and you are going to get rid of your little gutters and add large ones, please, please realize that that is what's holding your roof on your home. And don't get cheap on the screws. Add them back in there. A ton. All you can handle. I couldn't believe that's all that's holding this metal roof on these homes. My brother Josh and I have always talked about mobile homes as the eggshell mentality. They are strong as long as that shell of this home doesn't crack or get any kind of piece removed. When that happens, all bets are off. I'm not going to drag you guys through any more of this gutter removal process than I already have done. I am sorry. I'm sorry I've done what I've done already. I did want to show you guys this at least, so if you have a home like this, you can see what it looks like, and for you to for sure remember, don't take those screws out unless you put them back in place, because that's what's holding your roof on. In our case, I'm not concerned because the plywood is holding the roof on this whole side. Oh, now that I say that. Alright, so I just had the realization that I cannot take the gutters off the front part of the house without putting screws right back into it. So I guess that's what I'm going to be doing. It would be terrible for me to say, oh, I took the gutters off and saved myself some work. Well, then the wind came and huffed and puffed and blew the whole roof off. That would be terrible. It'd make good YouTube content, but it'd be terrible. I believe I have yammered on long enough as humanly possible, even for me, talking about mobile home gutters and why I did what I did and showing you what I did. And I think that's going to be it for this one. I do appreciate you watching and coming along. This is a part of the roof over, so that's why I bored you with making it into a video. But this was what I've been doing the past 2 days, and I wanted to at least share it with you guys so you see one of the steps and kind of get a feel for realistically how long this kind of stuff takes when you're working by yourself, or even with the plywood and stuff, when you're working with somebody else helping you. I think it's important to show you guys reality. I don't want to present that this is super easy, 1, 2, 3 easy, and I'm done in 3 days, because so far this is day 4 of the official working on the roof type stuff. This is not the 4th consecutive day. This is several days between each step, but 4 days of work so far, and you can see what I've gotten done. Oh, it's kind of a bummer. Well, we appreciate everybody watching, and we definitely appreciate these supporting members here. They are able to go above and beyond and help us directly, and we definitely say thank you. To everyone else out there, if you are curious, why would I become a member? What's this membership thing about? Click the join button down below. There's a little video there. It kind of gives you a preview of what perks you get, and there's also some things you can read between the different tiers of perks and perks. I don't know how else to say it. Perks that you get. Kickback, benefit, bonus stuff. I don't know. There's the reasons why down below. If you click the thing, it'll tell you what you might want to know. I'm a terrible salesman. Alright everybody, that's it. I'm going to go inside, help Ansel with dinner, probably run to the grocery store because that's required for dinner, and we will catch you next time here on the homestead. Thanks for watching. Take care.